Hello, my precious students, and welcome to New Obsidian Duel Academy. I am the headmistress, Lady Sarisa, and today we're going to unlock the secrets of speed through the eyes of Windwitches and Speedroids. But first, allow me to introduce you to the Discord. We have an amazing community that strands of both competitive and for fun players, willing to help each other out. Tutor requests for our staff of teachers that are at the ready when you are ever in need of help. Not only that, but we also host tournament events where anyone is eligible to join. Links in the description below. The first thing to keep in mind, there are a lot of cards from both Windwitch and Speedroid that will lock you into win monsters from the extra deck. So if you're looking for mass versatility, your best bet is to look elsewhere. They do still give us access to powerful cards like Baron de Fleur, Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, Clear Wing Synchro Dragon, and Clear Wing Fast Dragon for a focused inboard. Majority of their synergy stems from both being wind and cards from both archetypes, allowing to be able to have free extenders as long as you control a wind monster. This opens up to a lot of swarming capabilities, and with them being synchro focus decks, Pelika Descendant of Gusto is a fantastic choice and best paired with Emergency Teleport, since it's a psychic monster to become yet another extender. Now, without further ado, let us get us into the deck list. You're all looking at this and wondering, Sarisa, why is there two unicorn? Wasn't that introduced in the last video? And you'll be correct, it was in the last video. However, it is a good still tech choice to run in other decks, and it is a wind monster, so you're not really locked into anything. The only thing that it stops you is being able to special summon Terra Top or Ice Spell. And since the only ones are really usually searchable as Terra Top, not even, you're not really being hurt if this appears. So we run two of that. And we have a playset of Wind, the Wind Channeler. At some point, I actually thought it was just said Wind Monster. But no, it's 1500 or less defense Wind Monster. And that's all we really use it for, is just a searcher. We don't summon this at all, ever. If you do, it's going to be a little weird, a little awkward. But hey, it's a level 5, so kudos if you do summon it. One of our undedicated normal summons, Mega Phantom Beast Tetherwolf. This card can let you have another token, another monster, just to be used as synchro material. Unfortunately, it does become a level 7 when you do summon it, but who's to say to have a little bit extra versatility, eh? We also have two Glass Bell, which becomes a little toolbox if it's in your hand, which makes it an undedicated normal summon as well. But it is also important because it is part of your Windwitch combo. We also have one Speedroid Fukimodoshi Piper. Great card. It's basically a pot of prosperity without having to banish anything. Then we also have one Virtual World Himi Nyan, who is not only a wonderful synchro material monster, but also can turn into a tuner monster when you summon a level 3 monster on the board. Unfortunately, this also only works from the graveyard, and it also locks you into only being able to special summon level 3 or rank 3 higher monsters, so be careful. A wonderful Windwitch monster, we have one copy of Windwitch Freezebell, which has level manipulation and also is a very way of getting into a level 7 or level 8 synchro monster. It can also be used for a rank 4 XCs if paired with Glass Bell, which is usually the case. We have one copy of Speedroid Terra Top because Konami says no, you're not allowed to have 3, which is probably a good thing, because if we had 3, we'd be running at 3 and basically having an Ice Spell without actually needing Ice Spell. We have 2 copies of Pelika Descendant of Gusto because we're running so many Wind Tuner monsters that running this would be kind of crazy to not to, basically. Now, we also have a playset of Windwitch Ice Bell, which is a bread and butter play starter for Windwitch Engine. You special summon this if you have no cards in your hand, and then you, or not hand, board, if you have no monsters on the board, and then you special summon a Windwitch monster, i.e. usually Glass Bell. Glass Bell will search out another Windwitch, i.e. either Freeze Bell or the Snow Bell, which we'll get to later. Actually, we'll just sit there and say it. Yeah, we run it at 1. We also have Speedroid, Din Dako, Duke, or Duke, depending on how you are pronouncing it. I think it's Duke. I'm pretty sure it's Duke. Moving on. We are running this because, oh, hey, we banish. We special summon a tuner from graveyard or hand, usually the hand. That's actually backwards. It's usually the graveyard. My bad. And then we also have a playset of Speedroid Car Turbo. We don't really use its power boosting effect that often. Maybe occasionally, but it's an extender if you control a wind monster, which, hey, look at that. It's all wind. We also have a playset of Speedroid Tuckentomborg. We special summon this and try to search out the Piper. Most cases you can use it to search out Duke or Car Turbo, but usually it's Piper for that extra search. Usually, it doesn't have to be. A playset of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring because we want our opponent to hurt. Probably not die out, but at least to hurt. This is also interchangeable to whatever the meta is. You can also just main deck Droll Lockbird or whatever. It's not that big of a deal. And again, like we mentioned before, 1 Windwitch Snowbell. And that's it for the monsters. We have 28 monsters. For the spells, we have a playset of Triple Tactics Talent, which is really great for when you get hand trapped and you want to be able to play through your opponent's stuff, draw 2 cards, unless they did it while you already on turn 2, and then you could just take one of their monsters. Yeah. 1 Monster Reborn because it's an extender, 1 Call by the Grip because defense against hand traps and disruption to graveyard reliant combo plays, which is still dominant. A playset of Emergency Teleport because Pelica and Nyanan are both psychic, and we would like to see them special summoned, really, not really normal summon. So yeah, Emergency Teleport definitely fixes that. And then we have 1 Kashtira Birth for the Unicorn play, i.e. going into Link summons. And then we have a playset of Infinite Impermanence because, well, it may be situational, but hey, it's a monster negate, especially on your opponent's turn when you haven't gone yet. For the extra deck, we have a couple of Moss monsters. We have Baronade de Fleur, which isn't really hard to get at all. Like this card goes out turn 1 super quick in most cases. We have Virtual World QB Shinshin, which isn't the go-to boss monster, but is a very fun card to go into, especially if your opponent's graveyard reliant. Then we have Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, which everyone loves and hates at the same time. We also have Clearwing Synchro Dragon because double monster negate is great, especially if you're going against a deck like Kashtira. And then we also have Clearwing Fast Dragon, which is great when you're going up against decks that deal with the extra deck a lot. Not comes out very often, but if it does, it does. It does stuff. Wind Pegasus at Ignister. This card, in my opinion, is underrated. Not overrated, underrated. But is also used in a lot of wind variant decks, i.e. like this one, simply because it not only can be a back row hate card, but it's also a card that removes another card on your opponent's side of the field if a card on your side gets destroyed, usually by opponent. So it's a little situational. We also have Jui, which one Adamant Surprise Reptite. This card is great for graveyard reliant decks as well. Stardust Charge Warrior only in there because an extra draw is nice. Then we have Castel this in here because, well, let's just bounce cards. And Lightning Jadori because the entire deck is Wind, and getting a rank 4 Wind Xyz is super easy. Then Levier the Sea Dragon, which we don't get out very often. In fact, I'm actually tempted to take this card out. Don't tell anyone. Then we also have Appaloosa Bow of the Goddess for Link monsters, as well as Wind the Wind Charmer, Verdant words. And then one of the cards that we usually use Unicorn with, if need be, is High Speedroid Rubber Band Shooter for being able to get some of our Speedroids into the graveyard. For the side deck, if you haven't watched my Secrets to Side Decking video, link will be provided in the description below. It is pretty much standard to my formula, which is we have 2 Nibiru, 1 token collector, because I think Sword Soul is still running around, but it's not like that big of a threat, but I still have it in there because tokens. Playset of Drill and Lockbird, which actually is hurting a lot of decks lately, so this one seemed a little bit redundant. 1 Harpy's Feather Duster because back row. Playset of Dark Ruler no more. This deck can work if discarding cards, but I prefer not to. So Forbidden Droplet would be another better choice, possibly better choice. And 2 copies of Cosmic Cyclone. Another alternative would be Twin Twisters, because again, same thing, graveyard. And then Cash Terra Hate Evenly Matched playset. This card is kind of good in other regards as well against other decks, so couldn't hurt to run it. All right. That's it for the deck list. Now it's time for our favorite section, the test hands, to see what the deck can do in potential action. Now this is our live test hand, so that everything that happens here is going to be 100% active. So as you can see here, we have a full hand of monsters. It's a weird hand. We have Ice Spell and Unicorn. This usually never happens in the same set, but it's whatever. What we can do instead is we could actually discard it and then get a card turbo into our hand. So now we can just turn around, special summon Unicorn. Now we have a Unicorn in the field. Activate Unicorn's effect, grab Birth. Activate Birth. Then we can then special summon Taco Tombor, our card Turbo, and our Glass Spell. We normal summon Glass Spell's effect. In this case, we're actually going to grab Snowbell and then special summon Snowbell. Now we're in a lovely, wonderful spot here where if I really wanted to turn around and do more, I probably can, but let's, for simplicity's sake, just keep it simple. So first things first, we can go into Baronet de Fleur with card Turbo and Unicorn. And then for the other part, we can go into Wind Pegasus, special summon Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, which now is unaffected by card effects, or yeah, can't be destroyed by card effects, and then also allows us to have a little bit more having more beaters basically. Then on top of that, activate Kashtira Birth, and oh look, there's a Unicorn that we got rid of, so we have a disruption and two negates on the board. So Like, this is very easy to get over, but hey. It's still pretty fun to deal with. And then you can just do more, but why would you? Because these are boss monsters on the board. Alright, test hand 2. Now, this one's a little bit finicky. We already have a card that we can search, or we would have searched off of Win. So we're not going to do that. So we're just going to special summon Terratop. Terratop's effect. Nope. Oh, let's turn off chaining. Get Takatomborg. Special summon Takatomborg. Then what we can do here is if we want to get more cards, we'll just normal summon the Glass Bell. Glass Bell effect. Snowbell added to the hand. Activate Snowbell. Activate Takatomborg. And then we'll special summon the Piper. I usually always special summon the Piper. I don't know why. Other than the fact that it's searchy. So we can look at the top 3 cards. We get a card Turbo. Special summon card Turbo. Yeah, there's a lot going on here, so. And because we like to have extra draw, we'll go with Stardust Charge Warrior. Yes, we'd like to use its effect. Another Infinite Imperm, that's kind of crazy. And then we will also go into our Barony de Fleur. Activate Monster Reborn. Special summon the Terratop back. That was like just by luck chance too. And then add an Ignister. You can tell that I'm like really into synchro summonings because I'm like ignoring half of my Echo deck. And then set 2. So that's 3 monster negates and an Omni negate right there. Wasn't expecting the double Infinite Imperm, but that's great. And then we have 1 card in hand, so if we draw a Wind monster, we can grab one of our play starters. Now let's do one more test hand. Okay, so this is a little lackluster side, I'd say. So let's go ahead and activate this. I want to keep the Unicorn. Unicorn is a great play. And then we'll just grab the Takatomborg. So special summon the Unicorn. Special summon Takatomborg. Normal summon Glass Bell. Effective Glass Bell. We then grab the Snowbell, special summon. Yeah. Activate. Card Turbo. Special summon. Oh, wait. I forgot something. The Unicorn. All those steps, and I forgot the Unicorn's effect. Activate. Special summon. Now, I probably could have played this a little bit differently, but like my mind's like hyper focused on oh, I should have gotten the Duke. But yeah, my mind's like hyper focused on synchro summoning. So that'd be on me. Yeah, I kind of goofed. Now here I am just trying to fix it, if possible. Let's see, we can get that and that. Confirm. And let's just pretend, yeah, that our opponent is smart, and then, yeah. It's lackluster. I goofed. But you guys get the point. Now, before ending the video, I like to mention some of the strengths and weaknesses of the deck. First, the strengths. Windwitch Speedroids together are a fairly consistent combination that can play through a decent amount of negates and or disruptions. They can get out really powerful monsters with ease that can perform omni negates and variations of monster negates. Now for the weaknesses. And simply put, the deck is a glass cannon. Once you've made your plays, oftentimes you are left without a hand to play with. This makes the deck really hard to recover from, having its board broken, or if the deck has to go through more negates and or disruptions than it can handle. I hope you take these into consideration when it comes time to build your own version of Windwitch Speedroids. Maybe even make it better than my version. Either way, I hope this helps on your next deck build. Class dismissed.